right, now it's time for another movie review. So I recently watched the new Hellraiser movie on Hulu. Hulu's, of course, gotten into the business of a lot of streaming services of making movies that would have normally been released into the theater. I've watched several of the previous Hellraiser movies. I've not been a huge fan of the series. I'll say this one's all right. It is better than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that Netflix released earlier this year, but is not as good as the Predator prequel Prey that Hulu put out earlier this year. I mean, it's all right. If you're a fan of horror movies, and if you're a fan of this series, I might give it a try. They do have a new actor playing the, I'm going to say the Pinhead character. I'm not sure if it's in this movie exactly the same. Wasn't that scary? I mean, it did have some good elements of creepiness and things. It was the end again. The end got kind of wacky, and that I think is where it really lost me. They do have a new lead playing the, and again, I'm going to say the Pinhead character, but they just kind of stood there. I mean, the character is creepy, and the makeup is in costume and all, but it's, I don't know, when you stand there and you give exposition, that's pretty much what the character did. Of course, they have the other, what they call Cenobites, that do most of the action. It was all right. It was fair. At least it's on streaming. So if you've got Hulu, you're not just paying for it as a separate ticket price. I would probably give it 2.5. Only really if you're a fan of the series, you might want to give it a try and compare it to the others. There's a lot better scary movies, horror movies out there. If you're looking for something, I would probably watch those first before I give this a try. So I will give this 2.5 out of 5 stars.